Brody Stevens, who is a comedian, is one of my favorite comedians. If you don't know his stuff, you got to look at him. Furthermore, if you're in LA, you have to go see him. He's really great live, but he's also great just if you look up clips. Brody Stevens is his name. Stephen Brody Stevens, for some fucking reason. He's got 2 Stevens in his name. And he's this comedian that goes on stage and he really he'll do jokes, but then in the middle he'll be like, I've worked for this spot. I park for free and shit like that. He's just hilarious and silly. And one time on New Year's, the New Year's crowds are always weird, and he was going on, and he was going to be the guy who went on at the Comedy Store when the ball dropped. He was going to bring in the new year, and he was like, the crowd wasn't really receptive to him, and he said, "You guys have to laugh. I'll ruin your New Year's." Just like this kind of guy, and he's really funny. Anyway, the Comedy Store spots are 15 minutes each. So he went on, and at this time, he was going on late. Like, he would go on at it was like probably 12:15 or something. So he was going on, and there were about 12 people in the audience, okay? And he went on, and he was bombing because there were 12 people in the audience, and he was just being weird and whatever. By the end of the 15 minutes, he was... there had more people came into the showroom. Like, people wanted to come in from outside and just be like, "Oh, the Comedy Store, let's catch a show." He started doing really well, but this guy came in the middle of the act and was drunk. And Brody started making fun of him. And he started killing. He started murdering, right? And now there were like 35 people there. And now all the comedians were watching. And Brody really started murdering. And in my head, I was like, this is one of the best sets I've ever seen so far, okay? So it came time for Brody to bring up the next comedian, who was Rusty Dooley. I don't know if you know who he is. And Rusty was there, but Brody was killing so hard that when Brody was like, "That's my time," everyone was like, "No, no, no, stay." So Rusty from the back of the room was like, "Look, just, you know what, you're killing. Just fucking do my spot too. There's no reason for me to come up there. Everyone loves you. Why not? Fucking have another set. Do another 15 minutes. Fuck it." So everyone was like, "Yeah, do it, do it." And Brody is like, "Oh, only if it's okay with you, Rusty." And Rusty's like, "Yeah, as long as I get paid my fucking $15, I don't give a shit." And Brody's like, "All right, fuck it, I'll do another set." And everyone's like, "Yeah." So Brody starts doing this next set. Now, Rusty Dooley's set. Now he's on stage for 15 more minutes, so there's 30 minutes. He starts, more people come in the room because of this. People are like, "Hey, he's doing Rusty's set now too. Rusty gave him time." Really? Yeah, he's killing. Went on stage. So now the room is getting full. It's like half full. And Brody is, now because there's more people in it, he is lighting this place up. The whole room is completely turned around. And he's killing even harder. And I'm thinking, this is even a better set than I just seen. Right? So he's murdering. So now 30 seconds goes by. Now this guy, he's built a rapport with this drunk guy. He's still there. The guy's becoming kind of part of the set. Other people are involved, laughing at the guy, laughing with Brody. Yeah, laughing with Brody. And then the next person on, because Brody's like, "Okay, guys, I did 2 sets. Now I've got to go. I got to bring up the next comedian." I don't remember the name of the next comedian. She was this comedian that used to come to the Comedy Store, did late night spots, and she I haven't seen her in years. Her name escapes me, but she says, "Brody, look, just do my spot too. You're fucking killing. There's no reason for me to do it. As long as I can get my $15, I don't give a shit." And he's like, "No, it's not fair. Comedians work hard. You all earn this spot." And she's like, "I don't give a shit. Go." And everyone's like, literally like, "Come on, Brody, come on." And then Brody's like, no, I'm not. I got to get off stage. It's not fair. I want to let her do her spot. So he goes to leave the stage, and everyone in the room is like, "No, stay. Don't leave." Like comics and people, and the drunk guy's like, "Don't fucking leave." Like yelling, right? And I'm thinking, how the fuck is this girl going to follow this guy, right? So, as he steps off stage, he stops. Like he's thinking about it, It's like WWF or WCW, whatever the fuck, and he's just thinking about it. And then what always happens is when Brody took the stage, he used to play this song by Paramore I don't know what it was, some fucking guitar. It was like the fucking Back in Black song that I play, like something like that. Like whatever their big fucking hit was. And as he's thinking it over, the music guy hits that song, right? So that fucking song comes on and starts fucking, whatever that beat is, everyone's screaming and that beat happens. And then Brody hears the song and pivots and grabs the microphone and says, you know what? Dreams do come true. And he's like, I'm staying. And everyone is on their feet just going fucking, yeah. And he does another 15 minutes. And I shit you not, destroys even harder than he was. This is 3 sets now. He did 45 minutes. And I sat and watched the whole fucking thing. And it was so fucking funny. And I remember in that night, I was the comedian who wasn't on TV, who was just at the Comedy Store. And I, by the way, still feel fortunate that I'm there. And I still feel lucky to be there. But in that moment, I was like, wow, this place, I am so fucking lucky I just get to even just be in there, let alone go on stage late at night. It was fucking so awesome. And it was like, I hate when people say shit like this, but it really felt like the only place this could happen is the Comedy Store.